Tito's was started by a gentleman named Bert Tito Beveridge, and yes, that's his actual real name. He was a graduate from the University of Texas, and he really got started his career in the oil and gas industry and kind of the mortgage industry, trying to just search for his passion in life.
And then from there, he started hanging out with buddies, and he started infusing vodka that he bought from the liquor store with different things and taking it to Christmas parties and making cocktails with it.
I've heard stories he always had stuff up in the freezer that was his product at parties, and people would pull it out, take it around, that would be Tito's vodka.
So it really got his wheels turning, and he's like, all right, there's something here. There was a PBS broadcast, and Tony Robbins was on it, and he was like, you need to make a list, and on one side it needs to be things that you love, and on the other side it needs to be things that you're good at.
One of the things is what I like to do. Be around people. Air conditioning. Who doesn't like air conditioning? Especially in Texas.
One thing he really enjoyed was like nightlife, socializing, talking to people, and one thing he was really good at was engineering, making new items, inventing. So I think he kind of had the perfect storm putting those two together and creating Tito's vodka.
These are all things that he was good at. So Tony Robbins suggested, find what job you could do that combines the most of those, and that's your ideal career. That's what you need to do.
In '95, he built his own distillery. He moved in there, and that's when he maxed out all his credit cards. That's on Mockingbird Lane. That original distillery still sits there.
He tried to get a lot of financing, but people were very hesitant about this, this guy named Tito Beveridge trying to make his own distillery.
Investors did not believe in him, didn't believe he could do it. I believe that permits or something was an issue. So he took out 19 credit cards and enlisted his friends to build the distillery with him.
I mean, I couldn't imagine cooking 19 cards for your passion, but I mean, that's dedication.
The internet was okay then, but for what he was looking for, there wasn't a whole lot. So he started researching Prohibition era stills, which were the pot stills, copper pot stills. Different corn and mash and mixtures till he got his recipe just right.
It says he went on and started researching moonshiners and bootleggers on how to build a still and how to get everything going, and then just asking people in the business already, like, what should I do?
He found out that he really liked corn as the base. He liked the crisp flavor it gave his vodka. So he really perfected the flavor, and then he was ready to bottle.
The first case came off the line on April 7th of 1997, and it's not just about a paycheck. You have all your pride, all your energy, all of your work and sweat equity is finally coming through.
The bottle is recycled glass. The paper is recycled paper. He glued all this on himself. He put every cap on himself. He bottled it all himself to start with.
It's become a household name. I mean, anymore, vodka, Tito's is right up there. Tito's is king anymore.
If I have like a Tito's t-shirt on or something, how many people these days just stop you and they're like, oh my God, I love that. It's like, yeah, it's actually, and you can kind of give them a little bit of backstory, and it just makes them fall in love even more.
I actually live in an area that was flooded, and Tito's stepped in and just donated massive amounts of money, truckloads full of water and all kinds of things. They just really are a good company with a heart.
But he is a self-made man. He did this all from himself, started with nothing, bankrolled himself, took huge risks, and look at him now. I mean, he's growing to be the #1 vodka in the United States.
Happy anniversary, Tito's!